First thing I want to say before this video starts is sorry for the late video. Normally I make these videos really late at night and then post them at like 1 in the morning or midnight so that it's up for the entire day. But yesterday I didn't really get as much time as I would have liked to make the video, so it's not coming out till later this time, but I hope that's not too big of an issue for you guys. Also, some people have been getting confused and thinking that this gameplay that I keep posting is of me playing. This is not of me playing. This is somebody else playing at an event. It could be GameSpot, Machinima, some random person recording it from a camera while they're playing at Comic-Con or something like that. But I always post the original video in the description if you want to go thank them or watch that version. Some of them have commentary over it, like this one has commentary, so if you want to check that out, feel free. Anyways, thanks for watching the video and hope you enjoy it. Hello everybody, it's ToastBomb here, back again with another Halo 4 gameplay commentary. Today we're going to be talking about why there's no Halo 4 beta, and why you shouldn't be concerned that there is no Halo 4 beta. So, pretty much back in the day when games started getting developed, there was no internet, or at least not much of one, especially for the console side. So once a game came out, if something was wrong with it, something was just wrong with it. There was no updates or anything like that for developers to put out to fix these sorts of things. Later down the line, online multiplayer started getting really popular. On the PC side, it was easy to put out an update. They could just throw one out on the internet. But on the console side, it was still very hard because Microsoft was really tight on their update system. They were really concerned about the bandwidth cost of this stuff and just didn't want a part in it. So the value of a beta was really high because developers could get tons of information about their game, find bugs, balancing issues, and things like that, and get those all fixed before release so that once it came out, it was the perfect game. But in recent years, Microsoft has gotten a lot lighter on that stuff and has let developers update their game a lot more than when they used to. I think they're still a little bit hard on it, but it's much better than it used to be because they understand the value of the updates. So the value of the beta then has gone down because if something's wrong with the game after the release, developers can just release an update and poof, it's fixed. They don't necessarily need some sort of pre-release testing period to find this stuff. So that's one reason that there's no Halo 4 beta, just because the beta value in general for developers has just gone down. Also, secondly, if you take a look at the general pattern of Halo and its customization, it's continued to get more and more customizable. Halo 1, for its time, was pretty huge in its customization. You could do only rockets games, you could do a lot of stuff. I don't really know all the options because I never really played Halo 1 that much, so sorry, but I know you could do all rockets. Halo 2 came out, you could do tons of stuff, change your starting weapon, change, if you want to have overshield, you could put the turrets on the map, take them off. There was lots of stuff, especially for its time on a console game. There was tons of different things to mess with. Halo 3 came out, and it just revolutionized that idea of customization. There was the Forge mode. You could change the jump height, the jump speed, or the running speed. There was just millions of things to change. Millions of ways. Reach came out, and it didn't really have too much more front-end customization, and what I mean by that is things that are manipulated, that can be manipulated by the end user, the player, but it had a lot more back-end customization, and even added more back-end customization with the No Bloom update and things like that. And what back-end customization is something that the developers can tweak with that the people can't. So they could mess with things in playlists that the average player couldn't in custom game settings. So if this pattern continues, which it probably will, because Halo's always been about allowing people to customize the game and play however they want, then Halo 4 is going to have massive amounts of not only front-end customization, but just tons of back-end customization. They continue to just keep setting these games up so that they can manipulate it in so many ways so easily by just pressing a few buttons at their studio to change stuff. And if it does require an update, then they can just pop one out, no problem, and boom, it's fixed. And they could even, if they needed, add more back-end customization, anything they wanted. They could add tons of stuff. So the value of the beta for them especially has just plummeted. It's gone way, way, way down. Because, again, if something's wrong with the game, they just boop, pop out some sort of update or change something on the back end and poof, it's fixed. Last reason that there's no Halo 4 beta is that it takes so much effort to put out a beta for upkeep and just to release it. It takes tons of work on the developer's side to do this. And it basically just destroys an entire month of development. And that might not sound like a lot of time, but I assure you, it's a lot of time. A whole month of development could be the difference between having 3 extra levels in the campaign, not having 3 extra levels in the campaign, having the frame rate be crap or not, having the game look way better or just not quite as good. There's tons of stuff they can do in a month, especially with how big these teams are getting of the Halo or of just any developer, where they have hundreds of people working on the team. An entire month is a lot of man hours for them to get stuff done. So basically, in the eyes of a developer, all a Halo 4 beta is going to do is going to waste an entire month of development on things that they can't just update, stuff like graphical things, frame rate issues, and stuff like that, and just get information that they could have got in the first 3 days of the game's release and just put out an update fixing any of those issues that people find. That's it. So pretty much the value of the beta, especially for 343 with their customizable games, has just, there's virtually none. So that's basically the reason there's no Halo 4 beta. And this is the reason that you shouldn't worry. One, because they've been showing it at a lot of events. It looks already amazing, and they've been getting a lot of feedback from people and stuff like that. But two, because if something's just totally wrong, it's not really going to matter, because they can just pop out an update and boom, it's fixed. So I'm sure if something like armor lock or something's in the game that's just ridiculous like that, that'll get addressed. Also, because 343 is a much more, I don't want to say community oriented, because Bungie was a very community oriented company, but they're just, I guess, a lot more personal with their company. They let us know a lot more about what's going on and stuff like that, instead of kind of keeping it behind curtains like Bungie seemed to do, and then just kind of put out a surprise update at random that kind of underwhelms a lot of people. So it seems like, especially with like the Bloom update and stuff like that 343 did, they're a lot more open to ideas and the community. So that's why you should not be worried that there's no Halo 4 beta. But then you might be asking, well, Toastbomb, why have you been so critical about balancing issues and stuff like that in your videos before? And that's because a lot of people give a game one shot. One shot, and that's it. If they don't like it in the first day of playing, they set it down and never pick it up again. So I really want Halo 4 to be an awesome, first impression experience. And if stuff is unbalanced, really bad, that's not going to be a very good impression, and people are going to quit playing. I don't want it to be like Reach, where it didn't really have that much of a lifetime. A lot of people just stopped playing after the few months, and there wasn't even that many people playing at the start. I really want it to be like Halo 3, which had a huge tail behind it, and there's still tons of people playing the game. And that's my hope. So that's why I've been really critical on the game's, balancing and stuff like that. So if you were worried about there not being a Halo 4 beta, don't worry, because it'll be alright, so you can sleep tight tonight. But I think a lot of people just didn't like the fact that there wasn't beta because they wouldn't get to play the game early, which, I wanted to play the game early too, but it'll be better in the end because they get a whole extra month of development. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. If you liked the video, you can leave a like or a comment. If you really like the video, you can subscribe because I post new Halo videos every day.